It's not just another trumpet library. It is a powerful performer trumpet to achieve that cinematic sound we see in film scores. It is perfect for fanfare, adventure, and heroic scores. Let me show you an example here, the performance in 4/4, and you can see how that alternates through the different performances. So with the articulation engine, I have this. So I started with a sforzando, right? And then a triplet. Here we have an example of a performance in 6/8. So I'm gonna play the performance in solo now. With the articulation engine, I have this fall, and then a scoop going to a 16th note. And then both together sounds like this. And with the other instruments, here is how it sounds. So here on the articulation engine, you have marcato and staccato as one technique. So basically you have the velocity indicator here to tell you what kind of dynamic you're playing. And also if you play with high dynamic, with high velocity, you're going to trigger marcato. So you have something like this. Crispy staccato. And then if you play forte with a high velocity, you have marcato. A little bit longer note, right? Also, you have the close mic and the room mic. Besides that, we have the saturation knob and then reverb. So with the saturation, you can give more grit, right? And of course, more space with the reverb. Also, we have sforzando and FP, forte piano, right? So again, here on the velocity indicator, you can see how you're playing FP or sforzando. So here is FP, forte piano. And then you can go to sforzando. Next key switch, you have the fall, MF and FF. That's a kind of technique that's very difficult to play soft. So basically having only MF and fortissimo. And then next, you have glissando and also the scoop. The main difference is the glissando you have a target note and the scoop no. So here's the glissando. And the scoop. Next, we have a couple of different rhythms that can be helpful for endings and even to create rhythm, right? So we have 2 8th notes with high dynamic range from piano to MF to FF. We also have triplet. and 16th note. And here you have the performance engine. This is the main feature of Forge Trumpet. You have a couple of different performance rhythms you can use to create harmony and exciting passages. For that 4/4 time signature, you have 12 different performers. And that was actually performed by the trumpet player. It's not a staccato or another articulated recording that was put together. These were actually phrases that were performed by the trumpet player. And of course, that also is synced to your DAW BPMs. The phrase were recorded in 120 BPM, but you can slow down to 100, for example. Or even make that faster. And the main thing here is alternate the performances. So you can start with this and then alternate to the next one. So you can create a very unique performance with varied rhythms. I'm gonna start here. Let's say I'm gonna create some harmony with A minor. I can make that longer if I want. The phrases are 2 bar longs. Then I can include the key switch here, so that's a E0, right? Let's say if I go to the next chord, I'm gonna go to F major, for example. I'm gonna restart, and then I can switch to a different performance. So that's gonna sound very natural. And again, we have the saturation control, we have the reverb, and also close and room mic. So if I go close, and if I go room, and then you can also increase the reverb. But you also have performances in 6/8, which is very common for this kind of adventure heroic scores. I'm put the room microphone, a little bit of more reverb. And then ideally, you should also write exactly what you want and now alternate using the key switch. This, right? So I start with C major, I'm gonna switch to A flat, and then I'm gonna also change the performance so we have variation. So I'm gonna have something that sounds like this. And that's the main feature of Forge Trumpet. We can easily create adventure, heroic trumpet styles.